En 1985, el momentum se detuvo. La Administración de Comida y Drogas de los Estados Unidos, alentada por la industria farmacéutica, lanzó una investigación de la industria en los Estados Unidos. Esto provocó un pánico a nivel nacional, llevándose a Herbalife consigo. Habrán más artículos saliendo sobre esta empresa y no todos serán positivos. Algunos de ellos serán muy negativos, ¿entienden? Van a lanzar algunos golpes contra nosotros. Van a decir algunas cosas malas respecto a nuestros productos y algunos de los ingredientes. Uno pone este polvo de proteínas que le hacen sentir con vida y a su vez lo critican a uno por hacerlo. Yo pienso que la crítica llega cuando uno tiene a tanta gente yéndole tan bien. Es sujeto a preguntas. ¿Cómo le puede ir tan bien a tanta gente? Y me parece que lo mismo aplica al dinero. La empresa, como lo anuncié en el programa, cuenta con ingresos de 500 millones. Pero tú cuentas con muchos socios con los que tienes que compartir esa cantidad. Hay aproximadamente 1 millón de distribuidores afuera. ¿Cuánto de eso le llegará a ellos por vender el producto? 66%. 66 de ello le llega a la gente, sí, a los distribuidores. Con el apoyo de miles de distribuidores que marcharon en Washington, D.C., Mark testificó frente al Senado de los Estados Unidos en lo que fue su batalla por su sueño. Durante 6 días de arduo testimonio televisado en los cuales Herbalife fue su principal enfoque, la confianza de Mark en sus productos y su sueño nunca falló. Debieron traer a esas personas en lugar de a esos supuestos expertos en nutrición. Pienso que si son tan expertos en la pérdida de peso, ¿por qué están tan gordos? Me parece, y no estoy tratando de hacer un chiste, que deben usar nuestros productos. Quisiera decir algunas palabras primero. Pienso que la pregunta principal en esta sala en los últimos 2 días ha sido, ¿son los productos de Herbalife seguros? Y ha sido claro en estas reuniones durante los últimos 2 días que invariablemente lo son. Estoy feliz de anunciar que después de 1 año y medio con muchas discusiones en la Administración de Alimentos y Drogas, el abogado general del Estado de California y el Departamento de Salud del Estado, estas 3 agencias han determinado de manera independiente que los productos de Herbalife han sido y siguen siendo seguros para el público americano. Además que todas las afirmaciones, etiquetas y materiales de marketing están de acuerdo con el espíritu y la letra de las leyes federales y estatales.
So who gives a doggone what anybody says about us? We know what our products are, we know what they stand for, and you got distributors like that, we can march through walls and we can take over the nutrition industry. We can make this a better world.
Slightest little vision and maybe the glimmer of hope that we truly are going to take Herbalife country by country and language by language, and we truly are going to take this thing completely around the world. On your way, there'll be a number of fights. Here's number 3. If you hear any rumors about the company, and if you hear any rumors about me, and trust me, you're going to hear them, as you get back into your countries and back into your own little organizations and so on, you don't think as we go out here and help 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 million people lose weight, that their blood pressure comes down and their nitroglycerin doesn't have to be taken anymore, and they've lost so much weight that they don't have to put insulin into their arms every single day because they've lost that weight? You don't think there's going to be a few companies that are upset about the amount of less drugs people are having to take in the world because a company called Herbalife has stood up on its feet and helped the world lose weight? Who cares? We got a couple of people that don't like us out there. You think as we're spreading the nutritional habits of the world around the world, some of the fast food companies going to be in love with a thing called Herbalife? Hey, who cares? Let me tell you something. They made fun of me when I got the company started, and as we get to $1.5 billion, there'll be a few more, and when we get to $3 billion, there'll be more than that, and when we get to $5 billion, there's going to be more than that, and I'll tell you what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep taking twice as many tablets, and I'm going to put on twice as many buttons, and I'm going to talk to 3 times as many people, and we're going to conquer the world with this company.
the population of obese and overweight people has more than doubled. That set me on a research quest to say, why is this happening?
What did you discover?
What I discovered was it was really an economic problem, not a scientific or biology problem.
All right.
In effect, we have a $1 trillion food industry in the United States. We pay farmers $40 million to produce food, but $40 billion, but $960 billion is paid to packaged food companies and fast food companies. The food companies in America today are primarily owned by the tobacco companies, and they make addictive processed foods. They study every one of their existing customers and say, how can I get them to consume more? The fast food restaurants know that if you're overweight, you consume 50% more at the cash register and only take up roughly the same amount of space.
If you're overweight, you consume 50% more. You buy
Absolutely, and you see it by portions of what people eat. So they study American consumers like rats in a laboratory. You have a favorite Christian singer, and all of a sudden you feel good about a certain addictive fast food. Guess who sang the commercial that's in the back of your mind when you go to buy it at the checkout counter? They study Americans like rats to increase consumption of their food products, and in doing so have more than doubled obesity and overweight in the United States.
This is unbelievable, because we have a health problem that's crowding $1.5 trillion. It's run away, and obesity is one of the major causative factors: heart disease, high blood pressure, so on.
Everything, and really most of our medical problems today that are non-pediatric or non-geriatric stem from being overweight and obese. So as I studied it, I realized that the answer was an economic problem had caused being overweight and obese. As I studied it, I saw America ready for a revolution, a wellness revolution, and that there was a new industry emerging called a wellness industry. We spend $1.5 trillion on medicine, which is really the sickness industry.
That's right.
It's not really health, it's about when you get sick, they treat the symptoms of your disease. We currently spend, and that's what amazed me the most, $200 billion on wellness, fitness clubs, healthy foods, vitamins and supplements. Most of that didn't exist. When I ran the numbers, I could see that the $200 billion wellness industry, which is primarily today upper-class baby boomers who are consuming them, first thing someone does when they make money is try to get healthy.
Oh, yeah.
And they get out of the diet and kind of medical care most of us get, and they start getting healthier. And that this $200 billion, I projected, would grow to a $1 trillion wellness industry by 2010.
Today is a historic day. It is the 15th of June 2003, and we, on behalf of the people of the world, have come here to The Hague to bring a complaint in front and to the International Criminal Court that has been established here on behalf of the United Nations to prevent crimes against humanity committed in connection with the pharmaceutical business with disease, against those millions of patients who have been dying from heart disease, from strokes, from cancer, from many other diseases that long ago could have been eradicated if not for their financial interest and greed. The second area of complaints and charges are in the area crimes of war and aggression and other crimes against humanity committed in connection with the recent war against Iraq and the international escalation towards a new world war. These two fields of crime are directly related and connected by one factor. They are committed in the name and interest of the same corporate investment groups and their political stakeholders. We're here for very peaceful means. We just want to hand over a complaint to the prosecutor, Senator Moreno Ocampo, who will start his office on Monday. Yes. And we ask you to take that and forward it to him. Yes. Will you do this?
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes.